The phone rang at 11:53 p.m. on a Sunday in late December, slicing through the quiet of my apartment in Seattle. I stared at the screen. Mark Thompson, my manager at Horizon Financial Systems. Mark rarely called after hours, and never just a chat. He was the type who swaggered into meetings with thumbs in his pockets, dispensing vague encouragement like "keep the momentum going," while the real work happened in the code I maintained. But tonight his voice was tight, almost clipped. "Sophia, quick check. Does the presentation layer still reflect those delta gains from the adjusted risk models? Need it crystal clear for tomorrow." I felt it immediately. That subtle wrongness. It wasn't the hour. Q4 deadlines turn nights into marathons. It was the urgency. Mark didn't dive into metrics. That was my world, the architecture I'd refined over 7 years at Horizon, turning chaotic audit pipelines into something reliable. 2 hours earlier, I'd wrapped the final compliance threads for our new audit system, the one I'd rebuilt from scratch when budgets froze mid-year. No fanfare expected, but being sidelined entirely, that stung deeper than I admitted. Flashback to October. The numbers were wild, a 6.4% jump in compliance efficiency across every flag. Not luck. It was deliberate design. Late nights crawling through sandbox databases while cleaners vacuumed around me. And it wasn't solo. I'd called an Elena Torres, a sharp freelancer I'd met through mutual contacts. She didn't blink when I said payment would come from my own pocket via Venmo. No paperwork drama. Just for the architecture they'll never grasp. She worked miracles on the reporting module, debugging with precision that turned our error rates around. Monday morning, the break room buzzed. Catherine Hale, our VP, high-fived Mark over coffee about the record quarter and bonus pool. "All thanks to the team's alignment," she said. I watched silently. The draft bonus report I glimpsed online had my name nowhere. Elena's neither. That hit harder. I thrived on clean systems, not trophies. But Elena? Rent due. Student loans. A laptop that overheated constantly. I'd vouched for her access. Trusted the system to honor it. In the post-mortem meeting, spreadsheets flickering on the projector, I asked Mark directly, "Did Elena's invoice make it to procurement?" His eyes flicked up. Casual. "What invoice?" Silence swallowed the room as my formulas flashed credited to new process initiatives. After everyone left, I pulled server logs, access times, admin approvals. Every fingerprint Elena left in that October sprint. I saved them all. This wasn't oversight. Horizon was about to learn the system they gamed had my fingerprints everywhere. The official email hit Tuesday. Q4 performance summary. Hallways hummed with forced cheer masking slashed bonuses. My name missing from contributors, metrics, even fine print. Just team collaboration on back-end upgrades. I confronted Mark in his office that afternoon, the smell of microwaved lunch hanging heavy. "I'm not chasing my bonus," I said evenly. "Did you pay Elena?" He shrugged. Coffee in hand. "Company's tightening. She'll manage." But Elena wouldn't. No parachute. No corporate net. Just one trusted invoice I'd asked her to risk. I pulled the email threads again, Mark greenlighting her twice, calling her work a godsend, attaching her visuals to Catherine with "use this for board review." Now invisible. Procurement confirmed no vendor record despite Slack approvals. Back at my desk. Reflection in the dark screen. I recalled Elena's late-night call, making sure it's airtight. If it keeps you at the table. She never demanded credit, just fairness. I began compiling Slack threads, edit histories tied to her IP, timestamps from the secure vault. Then the side-by-side analysis, flag rate drop 14.7%, processing time cut by hours, tagging uplift 22%, printed in color. 2 copies. This time, not for me. For Elena. Tuesday felt gray and heavy. A coffee machine wheezing like it shared my exhaustion. I just updated Q1 audit parameters when the HR invite arrived. Room 4C. 11 a.m. No subject. I knew. Mark sat there too. Legs crossed. Mug reading, hustle harder. Manila folder unopened. HR rep launched into the script. Restructuring. Streamlining. No fault of yours. Today will be your last day. Access ends shortly after this. My phone buzzed silently. Mark leaned in. Raw about the bonus? We're keeping things in-house. You'll bounce back. He chuckled softly. I reached into my bag, pulled the cream envelope addressed to legal, urgent. Handed it over calmly. Make sure this reaches the right hands. HR took it automatically. That flicker in Mark's eyes, worry breaking through, told me they were finally paying attention. I left without fanfare. Badge deactivating as I reached the parking lot. Sat in my car staring at the building I'd optimized for 7 years. They thought they'd close the chapter. The envelope held notarized summaries of Elena's hours. Logs. Approvals. The original invoice. And Mark's October email praising her dashboard to Catherine. Perfect. Let's use it to impress the board. Plus screenshots. Her name uploaded. Then replaced with TBD intern in billing after praise. The redacted budget line in investor reports claiming internal innovation. Fraudulent erasure after deliverables locked in. I didn't leak or rant. Instead, I called an old contact now in contract labor law. She listened to the timelines, receipts, ethical issue and legal one. They're exposed on both. Next morning, Horizon locked the Q4 archive. Elena texted, weird voicemail from vendor reconciliation. I advised, don't answer. Let them sweat. The voicemail started to Elena first, polite panic from legal. Clarify some Q4 dates. She forwarded with, they opened your envelope. Elena had filed a quiet labor complaint weeks back. Paperwork with fax, Slack approvals promising payment. Jeff's messages praising work while scrubbing her name post facto. Labor board disliked written praise followed by unpaid erasure. Especially when work appeared in investor materials sanitized. Legal called again. Understand your situation? Elena redirected to her new email at the venture we'd quietly built, Nexus Audit Solutions. Started as an idea over Thai food years ago, smarter audit tools for mid-market teams. Human-first dashboards. Needed someone like Elena. After Horizon's betrayal, I made her lead analyst and co-developer. Flagship tool built on her Q4 prototype. Her name on every repo. Deck. Document. They tried spinning. Confusion about contributions. Elena forwarded transcripts. I replied with exhibit. Mark's message Lacey's Elena's dashboard is the cleanest. Center it in board deck. Panic escalated. Internal messages leaked via contact. Who approved verbal contract? Why vault access unregistered? Mark's name surfaced, not for bonuses, but accountability. Slack breadcrumbs. Budget trails led straight to him after unpersoning her post-use. They called contractors mutuals. Everyone learned the story. They scrubbed budgets but forgot inboxes, shared folders, forwarded chains. We found the October chain, Mark to Elena requesting Delta tags. Her flawless heat map attached. His, this is perfect for board. Forwarded to Catherine. Then scrubbed to internal lead TBD in packet. Printed. Bound. Indexed. Became Exhibit A in updated complaint. Not forgetting. But deliberate removal after praise. After quarter secured. After investor touting lean self-contained modernization. Timestamps matched board agenda edits. Name field changed at 6:04 p.m. November 2nd. Even Horizon legal dropped unclear expectations spin. scrambling for settlement without admitting hush money. Elena refused money alone. She wanted credit. Truth documented permanently. Horizon's record quarter rode on her under-the-radar architecture with minimal tools. They presented her as footnote after engine delivered. The change shattered defenses. The invitation arrived by courier, thick ivory card. Confidential resolution dialogue with third-point mediation. They called it dialogue hoping we'd forget reparations. I didn't attend. Elena went alone. Same navy blazer, nearly consigned after ghosting. Tag still in pocket, a reminder of what was stolen and rebuilt. Mediator opened with disclaimers. Informal. Non-binding. Beneficial. Horizon Counsel slid a folder. Check for back pay plus interest. NDA contingent. Shut up. Stay silent. Elena didn't touch it. Opened her folder. Side-by-side dashboards. Color overlays. Metadata.
Logs.
Top page. Highlighted Slack thread. Silence stretched. Do you want me to read it? Counsel. Acknowledge similarities and frustration. Elena. Theft. And I'm not frustrated. I'm done. She stood. Left their folder and signed. Walked out without looking back. By then Nexus had signed first clients, mid-size firms with same bottlenecks Horizon patched with redactions. One key client. A regulatory partner Horizon courted years. Switched after our demo. Your interface solves what Horizon flagged but never fixed. Actually works. At mediation. Counsel pushed revised NDA with attribution. Elena cool. You had chance when it mattered. Keep the check. The blazer armor. Truth and leverage stronger than signature. They hoped to bury with ink. She dismissed them politely. Months later. Tech Summit in San Francisco. Ballroom ice cold. Blue stage glow. Satin lanyards. Horizon headlined keynote. Streamlining compliance for modern age. Nexus had early demo slot by design. I watched Catherine and Mark front row. Mark scrolled phone. Catherine eyed program. They noticed when Elena took stage. Lacey Moreno, no. Elena Torres. Lead systems architect.
Nexus Audit Solution.
Navy slacks. Blazer pressed. Voice calm sharp. No bravado. Just clarity. Walked through new compliance module, same prototype from Horizon days. Now UI clean. Backend tight. Customizable tags. Live test. 10,000 simulated records under 6 seconds. Full traceability. Applause polite. Then murmurs, recognition from those who'd seen the dashboard under Horizon logo. Internal innovation. Off stage. I watched old team realize their erasure reversed. Credits rolling full. Catherine approached quickly post-demo. Expression tense. Please tell me you paid her first. Not business. Personal guilt. Regret.
Fear.
Elena smiled. I answered. I did. With my first bonus from you.
Pause.
Catherine blinked speechless. Mark overheard. Turned. Realizing truth delivered publicly before press. VCs shaking Elena's hand. No gloating needed. Demo spoke. Badge said it all. Catherine walked away with HR meeting realization. Buried thing now on stage. Better. Uncontrolled. People like them fear not mistakes but being forgettable. Elena ensured they never would. No public statement from Horizon. No apology. LinkedIn reflection on supporting women in tech. Silent retraction. In their next report, enhanced by third-party insights, quietly became based on internal estimates. The dashboard they'd bragged vanished from reach. We'd rewired architecture. Filed IP. Embedded into smarter Nexus tool. By fall. $9.8 million seed funding, solid meetings. Clean data.
No flashy headlines.
Every pitch deck. Bold line, this product exists because someone bet on the right analyst when her name was erased. Investors read it. Mark probably never saw. Catherine wouldn't grasp. They believed credit belonged to loudest voices. Silence equaled permission. But some don't raise voices. We raise each other. I didn't burn bridges or name shame. Built better. Put Elena's name permanent. When asked Nexus origin, truth started when someone stole a woman's work. Ended when she took it back. The psychology lingered. Betrayal wasn't just money. Trust shattered. Identity erased. Elena's quiet confidence clashed with corporate poetry of team. Mark's shrugs dismissed real lives. Catherine's high fives masked extraction. Legal realism, verbal contracts, access logs. Investor misrepresentations created actionable fraud. Labor board teeth enforced when praise existed in writing. Emotionally, the slow build was isolation, watching celebration from break room shadows, compiling receipts in sterile silence. Tension mounted in confrontations, envelope handoff, redirection of calls, explosion at mediation and summit, truth confronting power publicly, without rage but precision. Human conflict, loyalty to systems versus
People.
ambition clashing ethics, freelancer vulnerability against entrenched power. Elena's arc, from apartment hoodie debugging to stage confidence, embodied resilience. My role, bridge from erasure to platform. In corporate America. How often invisible work fuels record quarters? What if credit theft isn't oversight but strategy? Does building rival empires heal? Or just expose the rot? The question haunts when silence enables erasure.
Who speaks for the erased?
Years at Horizon taught systems don't run on vibes alone. Yet Mark and Catherine bet they could game mine. Elena's prototype wasn't footnote, it was the engine. Rewiring it at Nexus felt like reclaiming narrative. Clients praised usability solving real pain. Horizon ignored post. Q4. Funding closed quietly. But momentum built. More pitches highlighted the origin story subtly, betting on overlooked talent. VCs connected its without us spelling scandal. Horizon's quiet changes in reports confirmed impact. Their internal claims hollow now. Psychologically, vindication wasn't sweet revenge, but validation. Elena no longer doubted worth after ghosting. Her name branded our identity.
For me,
Firing became pivot from optimizing their dashboards to architecting freedom. The midnight call wasn't end, but ignition. Moral echo lingers. In boardrooms praising innovation, how many Elenas remain redacted? Legal wins matter. But cultural shift harder, recognizing contributions beyond loudest. We raised each other. Proving silence doesn't mean consent. The empire we built whispers back. Credit isn't currency for few, it's foundation for all who deliver. As Seattle rain tapped windows of our small office, Elena reviewed latest client feedback. Name prominent on every slide. No more duct tape laptops or unpaid nights. The blazer hung framed now, armor turned trophy. Horizon's stage lights dimmed in memory, ours brightened with authenticity. The haunting question remains, when corporations erase the hands that build their success, do they truly win the quarter? Or merely delay the reckoning? In Elena's determined smile reviewing metrics, the answer felt clear. If bittersweet, justice arrived not in flames, but in quiet.
Permanent Inc.